How about 631 Radio Graffiti?
Ghost, what's up? It's Hitman Cause.
Hey, what up? We got the Hitman Cause in the house, man. How you been, dude?
I'm on cloud 9 right now.
Oh, yeah? What you on, man?
Man, these playoffs have been intense. I'm loving every second of it.
Oh, the playoffs. You're talking about the basketball playoffs.
Yeah.
Who are you rooting for the basketball playoffs?
Knicks.
Oh, the Knicks. My bad. I thought you said something else. All right. Yeah, you're out there in the East Coast, so I understand. So how you been, man? I know we've been, I haven't heard from you in a minute. So how you been, man? Give us a little bit of a 411 on what's going on with the Hitman Cause, dude.
I've been chilling as usual, just trying to work, stack my chips and make it out here. There's actually something that I saw online that I thought might interest you. Freaking Guitar World gave their top 10 list for the greatest guitarists of all time, and I want your take on the list.
Oh yeah, well, who's number one?
Brian May.
Oh man, who's number two?
Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, I would put Jimi Hendrix there. Number three?
Jimmy Page.
I think Jimmy Page rocks. I wouldn't put him at number 3 under Hendrix. Number 4?
Eddie Van Halen.
Eddie Van Halen was an innovator a little bit. I don't know. I guess that's an appropriate. How about 5?
Eric Clapton.
Man, I don't know about Eric Clapton. I mean, he's a good guitarist, good songwriter. I hate these lists. I already don't like it. How about 6? What's the 6th one?
David Gilmour.
Nah, dude, that's a phony ass list. That's a phony ass list. But I do appreciate you, looking at that and you're like, hey, I appreciate.
Well, personally,
go ahead.
Yeah, personally, I think the list is bullshit because Dimebag Darrell isn't on the list.
Are you fucking kidding me? Dimebag Darrell isn't on the fucking list?
I promise you, he's not on the list.
That's a fucking conspiracy, dude. You know what I mean? That's fucking horrible. I mean, that is a cherry on top at the dirty diarrhea shit evening that I have partook in this show. You know what I mean?
I feel you, man.
Anyway, man, do you want to give a shout out to anybody?
https://
shout out to everybody watching, and shout out to my boy Haywood.
Yeah, man, I hope Haywood's doing all right, man. I hope everything's going good with him, all right? Anyway, let's go to a couple of videos that have come in through donation alerts. And then we're going to, see whoever's left on Radio Graffiti. And then I'm getting the hell out of here, all right? What have I got?
And here I am with my afterthoughts. Now, I'll be honest. At first, I really wasn't going to call in, mainly because I really wasn't in the mood to do so. Especially because it's him. I thought he was drunk out of his mind, so I don't think he was gonna be sober enough to shoot the shit with me. Glad I was wrong, but I wish I had told him the whole list. But but honestly, I think the further I went down, the more annoyed he would have got, because I'll be honest, just the top 5, well, actually more like the bottom 5 was pissing me off, and just so for those who are interested, let me go ahead and once again bring up the list, and I will tell you guys. And please keep in mind, this is by Guitar World, so this is who they feel are the top 10 all time. I don't know if you consider Guitar Hero, Guitar World experts at measuring how good a guitarist is, but in any case, here is the list for Guitar World's top 10 greatest guitarists of all time. Number 1, Brian May. Number 2, Jimi Hendrix. Number 3, Jimmy Page. Number 4, Eddie Van Halen. Number 5, Eric Clapton. Number 6, David Gilmour. Number 7, Richie Blackmore. Number 8, Alex Lifeson. Number 9, Jeff Beck. And number 10, Slash. Now for me, I have nothing against anybody on the list personally, but even still, I must say, I think this list is bullshit, and for one of the biggest reasons is what I said on Radio Graffiti, is that the fact that Dimebag Darrell is not on the list. And I know you guys constantly troll him about Pantera, but you guys can't honestly sit there and say with a straight face that Pantera is not a good band, or Dimebag Darrell isn't one of the greatest guitarists of all time. Like, if you've heard any of his licks, his riffs, and his solos, for even 1-2 songs max, you could see the immense skill that he possessed. And, you know, it's an absolute crime that he isn't here anymore. You know, if it wasn't for that crazed fan, you know. But we're not talking about that. Like, I've listened to Pantera for a good minute, even long before, you know, Ghost, you know, ever even brought them up on True Capitalist Radio or Radio Graffiti. Freaking, and I've always enjoyed, yeah, their songs. Like, I cannot think of any song in which I felt that it missed the mark, or it ain't good, or Dimebag wasn't on business. Freaking the shit, freaking killing it on the guitar. You know, it actually had me listen to a video on YouTube. I don't know if it's still up, where it talked about how him and Vinnie Paul, God rest his soul as well, you know, got into mainly for Dimebag Darrell, and how he got into playing guitar, and you know, he was playing from a very young age and whatnot, and shit damn near came naturally. And then I know, you know, I'm just flip flopping to another subject, but in the first half, first quarter of what I was talking about with Ghost, you know, I was talking about my Knicks, and words can't describe how proud I am of this team. You know, they have come such a long way, and the team, the organization, the fan base as a whole, we've been through so much. We've had to put up with so much shit that it feels good that we're finally good again. We've gotten out of the slump. We've gotten out of the rut. We're out of the mud, and we're now, and as of now, we are in the Eastern Conference semifinals up against the Pacers, and even better than that, we're up 2-0 against them, and winning both of our home games, and personally, for right now, the only thing I feel that can stop us is us. As long as we don't get in our own way, we should do fine. Now, personally, I think this series is going to go to 6 games in the Knicks' favor. But, you know, if the league has their way, it won't. Because, man, I have not seen a team in the NBA get shitted on as much as the Knicks have this postseason. Because it seems like everybody's against my Knicks. Everybody. From the freaking... From the media to the commentators to fucking Shaq and Charles Barkley, and fuck Charles Barkley because that dude's been acting like a female for the longest about the Knicks. Hell, I think he's still mad because he got his jaw rocked by Charles Oakley. Shout out to Oak Tree, man. Hell, Oakley, you should have knocked him out. As a matter of fact, speaking of Charles Oakley, I loved what he said about Joel Embiid when Embiid purposely injured Mitchell Robinson, where he said that if Embiid played during his time, that he would have smacked him. Now, personally, I don't think that you would have just smacked him. Personally, I think you would have pieced him up. Because if y'all knew Charles Oakley during his time in the NBA, man was not the one. He was not the one to mess with. Especially when he was on the Knicks. Him, Anthony Mason, Patrick Ewing, Xavier McDaniel, Latrell Sprewell. I promise you. And hell, not just people on the Knicks. There was so many dudes in the NBA, and I know I'm sounding old, but I'm just trying to make a point that I promise you, dudes back then would not put up with his shit. I promise you, they would not put up with his shit. And if he dared try any of that shit, they would have folded his ass. Best example I'll give y'all was, I think, in the playoffs, this is pretty coincidental or ironic. The Knicks were playing the Pacers, and Jalen Rose either fouled Patrick Ewing or hacked the shit out of him, but Ewing was not having it, because he immediately was charging towards Rose, and Rose was backing him like a motherfucker. He did not want to smoke. He didn't want none of Pat. Well, to be fair, I don't blame him, but you know, you can't. You're not gonna try and do some fucking do some fuck shit like that and think you're gonna get away with it. Not against us. But that's all I got. Before I head out, I definitely want to give a round of shout outs. First off, I want to give a shout out to Underdog. I've been enjoying our streams, well, your streams, and also movie night. Even though movie night keeps getting raided by those trolls, it's still been pretty enjoyable. Want to give a shout out to my boy Haywood, as always. Haven't heard from you in a while. Hope everything's going good with you, dog. I want to give a shout out to Ann in Philly. Cheers to you, bro. Shout out to Moist, Peppermint Swirl, the Rookie. Big shout out to all y'all. Shout out to Helmet Boy. But Helmet Boy, real talk, man, don't ever do that again. That freaking rating that death stream, man. There's a lot of lines that I ain't got no problem crossing when it comes to being a troll, but raiding a deaf stream is not one of them, man. That was not cool at all. Cause I got people that are deaf, and they were only chilling, man. That wasn't right. And all y'all dudes that were making those deaf jokes and shit, all y'all going to hell. Like, like I'm not kidding. Like, all of y'all are going to hell for that. That shit was just as bad, if not worse. But still, shout out to Helmet Boy. Shout out to Purple Juice, Baka Survivor, Prince, Enigma, Drunk Aussie, even though I haven't heard from you in a minute either, but still, shout outs to you. And shout out to, of course, the Humble Man and Post 90s. We need to chop it up one of these days. And actually, speaking of the Humble Man, one of these days once we find time, or if we remember, we will do a contract episode about 2K, about 2K24. Just we need to find some time to do it, but please be patient. But that's gonna do it for this video. I definitely want to thank each and every one of y'all for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and chill with your boys. If you enjoy this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Comment if you feel like it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. And as always, by way of Sharko Vision Productions, I am the Hitman Kaz. And if you see me coming, run.